Computer. There we go. Okay, perfect. Awesome. My name's Jamie Spencer. I'm super excited to share with you a little bit about my nutrition and health journey. I would love to know where you're watching in from. I live in Edmond, Oklahoma. I was born and raised in Oklahoma. It is right in the middle of the day, so my house is nice and quiet. I've got some elementary age kiddos that are at school right now, so I get a nice quiet house minus the dog. The dog could get a little rowdy, so I apologize if that does happen. Um, but I'm so excited you're taking some time to watch this. I will make this the best use of your time just by sharing my story. I have gotten so many incredible results focusing on my nutrition, and that wasn't really the goal. The goal was healthy hormones. I don't know if anybody can relate to having hormones that are like completely out of whack. But I sat down with a nurse practitioner that is a functional medicine nurse practitioner, and we started chatting, and I was telling her, my hormones are crazy. They're all over the place. I feel crazy. And they kind of took a really fast dive, and it had to do with my diet, how I was chewing my food, the things I had consumed within the last maybe 6 months before I started this nutrition elimination plan. And she said, I think we actually need to focus on your gut health. And I thought, what? Gut health, which I know because I've taught this. I've actually been in Arbonne for 12 years. I've taught gut health for years. And so I knew that gut health was key to a lot of things, but I really had no idea there was such a strong connection to hormones. And she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong at all. Actually, my nutrition journey started. Let me share a teeny bit of that story with you really quick. I'm going to read from my notes so I don't get off topic. But here's basically what you can expect from this video. I'm going to share a very real, transparent story of that health journey that started really in February until about now. I'm continuing to eat this way as well, but I want you to get that chance to win that free box of fizz as well. And then tonight, well, not tonight, it's today. Goodness, I always do these in the evening. We'll send you over a survey. So that's how you get entered into the drawing. All you have to do is just fill out the survey that we send over. It's a quick link. There's no commitment process to it. It's just a simple survey to kind of see where you're at so we can serve you. Here's the thing that I want you to walk away with. This is really what I want you to take away. My heart always, when I share our 30 days healthy living, or I share my business story, or I share my journey with what's going on in my life, it's so you can have what I have, because I feel so good. I feel so good, and I feel like everyone deserves to have that opportunity. So even if after you listen to this, you just change one thing, or maybe you do jump all the way into our 30 days to healthy living and you get coaching and accountability and all of that. Awesome. Whatever that is, I hope that you walk away with maybe a new health nugget that's going to start a new trajectory for you, that turns into this new healthy living path that honestly has a ripple effect. And I'll close with that in a second, but what that really looks like. But back in October, so my story here, back in October, anyone had any dental work done? Like any, it can be literally a filling. I've had 3 root canals in 3 years. I've had, so back in October, I had a root canal done, and it was incredibly painful, and it just wasn't done well. The crown was hitting really high, so my teeth got really sensitive. I don't know how all the dental things work. I just know that I probably wasn't supposed to be feeling that way, and I wasn't eating properly. And then after painfully working on it, so the dentist would go back and work on it, try to get it to where it would hit properly. I had the other side of my mouth worked on for fillings. I had several, like 3 fillings done on the other side of my mouth that were actually pretty large. And I ended up with a massive amount of pain on both sides of my mouth. So, which led to, I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to eat because it hurt to chew. And I wasn't eating normal foods. I wanted all soft foods. And then something weird started happening with my GI tract. So, and my dentist thought that maybe I had an infection. That's why I was so sensitive and sore. So I had gotten on amoxicillin twice, actually, in those like few months, very few months in the end of December or end of the year last year. And in the middle of January, it was like everything came to a boil. Everything came to a boil. And I will be real transparent with you. I will share that I was not going to the bathroom normally. I was a very regular gal, and I could almost time when I would go to the restroom. And it wasn't a regular restroom, but it was still going. And I was now going every 5 to 6 days. And friends, that is not normal. Not going to the restroom and wait and having it be every 5 to 6 days is not normal. And I had no urge to go either. And I was terrified to go to the bathroom because it was so incredibly painful. That's kind of a part of the story. And in January, middle of January, everything like hit a boiling point. And it just started to decline very rapidly after that. My hormones started to decline, my libido went away. I started getting super bloated. I was incredibly inflamed. I couldn't sleep very well. My teeth were hurting. And I was irritable. I mean, naturally, right? Like, if we're not going to the bathroom, number one, we're going to be irritable. But number two, your teeth are hurting all the time and you're not eating food, you're going to be irritable. And so I will tell you, I finally went to another dentist at the start of February. All they did was a little bit of shaving of teeth. They didn't do any fillings or anything strange like that. But my gums and teeth were sore and tired of the constant pain. They truly were. Honestly, for the better part of 4 months. So I also started to notice those two other major red flags besides that constant teeth pain. But one of those were the bowel movements. And then the other one, I wrote it down here. Hang on. Um, oh, I didn't write down the other one. The two other major red flags outside of the BMs and my irritability. My hormones were off the charts. Like, I felt kind of crazy. So I don't know if you guys remember the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but there's that phone a friend option. Like, go phone a friend. I did that. I phoned a friend, and it was a functional medicine nurse practitioner. And she's incredibly familiar with our products and our 30 Days to Healthy Living program. And if you're familiar with that, our 30 Days to Healthy Living, I'd love for you to share your favorite thing about it in the comments. Or if you've never heard of it, you can even share that in the comments as well. But she told me, she said, Jamie, here's the thing. Your gut health starts right here. It starts with your mouth. And I was like, oh. And she started asking me, I was coming to her because my hormones were out of whack. And I thought, surely she can help with my hormones. And she said, I want to start you on an elimination diet. Friends, in 2014, I went vegan. No. In 2014, I started doing our elimination diet pretty consistently. 2016, I went vegan. I was not unfamiliar with taking things out of my diet and doing it for the overall benefit of my body. Not necessarily because there were some major issues, but because I just simply wanted to feel better. And I've coached this 30 Days to Healthy Living program to several people, like, I don't know, probably close to 100 people through this program and seeing their transformations. And so when she started talking about this elimination diet, I thought she was like, I was like, wait a second, elimination diet for my hormones? And then she showed me what the elimination diet was. I actually have the papers right here. It's all this paperwork. And when I started reading through it, I was like, oh, that's Armon's 30 Days to Healthy Living program. Well, I can do that. And she said, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And you can do that. Sounds great. And so I started doing this 30 Days to Healthy Living. I also paired it with in our 30 Days to Healthy Living. What that looks like and what this elimination diet looks like is you take out foods that are allergenic, that are addictive, and that are acidic in your body. Inflammation is at the root of every disease process. Inflammation, that's why you end up with leaky gut. Or for my case, which I've never heard of this before until I started talking to this functional medicine doctor, leaky gums, which was causing a ton of inflammation. I'm going to tell you something. I never would have believed it had I not experienced it. My teeth don't hurt anymore. My teeth don't hurt anymore because I fixed the inflammation that was going on, and my body is so wild. And then you can have leaky brain as well. I actually was diagnosed last year in March. I think it was probably March or April of last year, with ADHD. And as a 36-year-old woman, it's not super fun to find that out at 36, but I will tell you, leaky brain is connected to ADHD. It's that missing link, that inflammation happening. And I now rely very, very little on my ADHD medication because I have worked on healing my gut, simply healing my gut. And it's just been such a wild, incredible connection. And so when we coach you through our 30 days to healthy living, we really want to focus on, hey, let's up your protein. I actually am eating now more than I ever did before. I eat regularly every 2.5 to 3 hours to keep my blood sugar stable so I don't have those crashes and I don't have those dips and I don't have those hormonal drops anymore. And I've lost weight. And I've not really changed my workout schedule really at all. I might work out 1 or 2 days a week, nothing high intensity. I'm not at CrossFit and I'm not, I'm nothing against that, but I'm not doing anything high intensity that's going to like leave me in the calorie deficit necessarily. And that also surprised me was that I was losing weight, eating more, but it was the right things and it was food that was fueling my body. And I had lost a good amount of weight whenever I wasn't eating properly because I didn't want to eat, right? And then I had stalled out. I'd hit a weight loss plateau, but my bloating was just so terrible and painful, actually. And then I started eating this way. I also added in a supplement that I highly recommend. Arbonne doesn't have, but my nurse practitioner had me get on, which was called activated charcoal. And you can find it on Amazon. I can send you a link to it. I highly recommend this product. But what it does is as you're switching over, so what we do is we start eliminating foods that don't serve us, which helps give your body a rest. My body was in constant stress from not enough sleep to a really busy kid schedule to feeding my body with food that it was like freaking out, freaking out. What do we do with all this sugar? What do we do with all this gluten? What do we do with all this processed food, drive through after drive through? And I finally was like, my body just said, you're done. You're done. You can't handle it anymore. My sweet nurse practitioner said, Jamie, we all have a limit. We all have a limit on what our toxicity can be. All of us. You've hit your limit. That's why you're here. And within about 2 weeks, I saw a massive change mentally, with my sleep, with my body, with how I felt during the day. I had a lot of joint pain. That joint pain has like almost completely subsided. And it was like years of joint pain in my low back and in my neck. And so it's more like spinal pain, honestly. That inflammation has been pulled away from those areas, but the activated charcoal, what it does is it binds to those toxins and it pulls it out. And it helps you. So when you're removing all these foods that are addictive, allergenic, and acidic, you start to your body goes, okay, what do we do with all this? And sometimes it's hard to get it out, especially as you're switching over your gut microbiome. And so what we want to do is bind them and get them out. So I highly recommend throwing in the activated charcoal during your first 30 days. Now, here's why I say first 30 days. I started this diet, if you will, this elimination diet. It's really a lifestyle change for me because I don't want to go back to the way that I was feeling. Now, I don't have to live this way forever. This is the coolest part, but I am going to stick to this until I feel like I'm in my optimal health. It's not about a number on a scale. It's not about the way my body looks in clothes either. It's genuinely about how I feel. And I love that that's our focus. So it's healthy swaps. So yeah, you take some things out of your diet, but man, can I show you all the good things you can throw back in. I have so many great things you can throw back into your diet that are simple swaps that even kids and hubby can enjoy. So we teach and train you with that. The best part, I think, about our 30 days to healthy living is the coaching that goes alongside it. I have been coaching 3 girls this week through the 30 Days to Healthy Living, and it's been really fun. One said, "Okay, I'm going into this restaurant. What should I order? Or I'm at Starbucks. What can I get?" And so I guided her through Starbucks. And then another one said, "Okay, this was my meal today." And we talked about how many calories she was consuming, how she feels overall, if she's getting headaches and what that means, and how to take our supplements. The coolest part is we just don't leave you hanging. We don't want you to be like, "Okay, thanks for buying the products. Let's go." Guys, when you commit to the 30 days to healthy living, we hold your hand through the entire process. So what we do is we have our products that go alongside this clean eating approach of an elimination diet. And what we're wanting so desperately for your body is that you can experience rest in your body, rest for your liver, rest for your kidneys, rest for your GI tract. As you do that, your body can start to take in. Here's something else I noticed. Yes, especially this time of year. I don't know if everybody's calendar looks like mine, but I get super overwhelmed this time of year. But I haven't been because I've been able to eliminate the overload of stress with the foods that I'm taking in. So my body's not in stress because it knows what to do with the foods and it's been able to rest easy. But now, instead of having to stress out about that, my calendar, I can say, sure, I can take that on, I can handle it because I'm allowing my body to rest and it's at ease. It's pretty incredible. So what we do with our 30 days, let's talk a teeny bit about the products, and then I'm going to wrap this up because I'm not going to steal too much more of your day. But a little bit about the products. Our 30 Days to Healthy Living comes in a kit, but you can also do 2 other options. One would be like half of the kit, and you do that maybe just for breakfast. It's a healthy habits replacement. Or maybe you do it for 2 weeks and see how you're feeling after 2 weeks. I'm telling you, I felt really stinking good after 2 weeks. Or you can move to our Green Gut Glow, and I'll talk about that in just a second. My encouragement to you is that if you jump into the 30 Days to Healthy Living, 9 times out of 10, you really just don't regret it. And here's why. Because your body starts to thank you for it. It thanks you for the food that you're fueling it. It thanks you for the rest that it's been given. So we have 2 bags of protein that we set you up on. Lots of yummy flavors. 2 options too. Some have lower calorie and not calorie, lower carb and lower sugar in it. So you have 2 totally different options in that department. My favorite flavor, and you guys can put your favorite shakes in the comments too. My favorite oh, today I made one. Let's see, I'll just do today's. Today's was our keto chocolate with frozen berries and a banana and some almond butter and some hemp seeds and some almond milk. I loaded up. It's a very fat shake. And I highly recommend it, even if this is one little switch. Here's some free information. You don't have to do anything. One quick switch. Start your day with protein, not caffeine. It's so hard. I'll be the first to admit it is so hard. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I am a caffeine drinker first thing in the morning. And our caffeine, the caffeine I consume is the one from our Energy Fizz sticks, these guys. It's not a bad caffeine. It's plant-based. It's not synthetic or modified. It's not a ton of sugar. However, your body will start to thank you tremendously if you're doing protein before caffeine. So we do a shake every single morning, and then I do a post-workout recovery shake. You can also do a shake for lunch, or you can make protein bites with the shake mix. Protein waffles are a favorite in our house. We do breakfast for dinner every single Monday night, and you better believe that protein gets mixed in there. Jess has a badrillion recipes she does. She's always got something creative she's snacking on that's sweet and yummy that always has our protein in it. And I love how versatile it is that my kids will love it. And I want my son asked for a shake this morning actually for his breakfast, which was really nice. I don't push it and they just ask for it, which is so great. And then you get 2 boxes, and this is a variety box. You actually get 2 full boxes of fizz, which is 60 servings of a variety flavor. Friends, we have so many flavors: pomegranate, watermelon, mango, peach, pineapple, blood orange, strawberry. We even have green apple right now. I love our fizz. I love our fizz. I'm actually sipping on the green apple. I probably need a little sip, but see how neon that is? That's actually B vitamins, B6 and B12. So that's why it looks like that color is actually from the B vitamins that you get from our energy fizz sticks. So you don't have to worry about a crash. It also balances your blood sugar and helps your brain focus. You're gonna get two boxes of our detox tea, which is helping your liver and your kidneys do like their optimal health and gives them a rest, which is so amazing. And then I don't know if you've heard about probiotics, but we have a really great one. It's a prebiotic, probiotic, and it has digestive enzymes. Friends, if you're using our pre and probiotic, you definitely need activated charcoal. Like, definitely need activated charcoal. Because what's happening is our prebiotic and probiotic come in and they do a little scrubbing on your GI tract and they're taking care of things and they're swapping bad gut health for good gut health. That bad gut health goes, great, where do we go? If you're not having regular BMs or like true elimination BMs that are truly, it's like actually getting things out, it just gets reabsorbed. And so the activated charcoal will bind it and help get it out, which is so, so, so awesome. You don't have to do activated charcoal for, months and months. It's really, I recommend it just for that first 30 days that you're doing our 30 days to healthy living. Let's see, what else do you get? You get a deal of our greens. So greens are a hot topic right now. Our greens taste just like alfalfa smells. So like if you've ever been in a horse barn and you fed the horses, it's going to smell just like that. I used to show sheep, so I know the smell well. But that product is going to help give you 37 different fruits and veggies in one scoop. I recommend doing half a scoop, throwing it in your shake, calling it a day. I love it so much. It also has selenium, which is an incredible ingredient for just overall health. And then you're going to get, let me see what else I'm missing. The body cleanse. So our 7-day body cleanse is a great product. It also has aloe in it, which helps to soothe your gut, but it's truly also going to come along a lot like that activated charcoal and help get anything left over. You'd be amazed. You would be amazed if you stretched out your colon, what's getting left over that you haven't eaten in months, maybe even years, and it's still in there because it hasn't had a proper clean out. And think of the body cleanse like a proper clean out, but it doesn't damage. It's not going to come in and strip and destroy your gut lining. It actually comes in and repairs it as it takes out, which is such an incredible gift to your body to run it on optimal health. So you get the body cleanse. I recommend doing the body cleanse closer to the end of the program and just spreading it out at the somewhere along the last maybe 14 days. So every other day you're doing the body cleanse in the last couple weeks of our program. The coolest part, recipes, accountability, coaching, someone in your back pocket that's like, hey, how's everything going today? How can I help? Are you getting headaches? Okay, I'm feeling bloated today, Jamie. What do I do? It's so nice knowing that you have someone to coach you through a program maybe you've never done before on your own. So here's the other thing that I want to tell you. I feel like $1,000,000. I'm not going to lie to you. And I can't stop telling people about it. My energy levels are through the roof. I'm sleeping well. My hormones are completely regulated, which is amazing. Amazing. My libido is back, which is also amazing. Because sometimes you can just feel really bad about yourself if that's not even existent. My skin feels really good. I'm going to the restroom every day and it's a good one. So that's awesome too. So I know that's a lot of TMI, but honestly, if any of those departments are not working properly, other things are like we got some problems, right? We've got some issues going on. And so I'm sharing that not to brag at all, but more that you can also have that. You can have that gift of feeling your best self. So the last thing I'm going to tell you before we hop off of here is women are the thermostat of the home. Guys, we set the temperature in our home. When we are taken care of, everyone else will be taken care of too. Everyone else settles. When we're good, when we're not stressed, when we're not running around like chickens with their head cut off, like when we're good, Everybody else in our home, honestly, they just rise to our level, right? They check in with our temperature. And so take some time to for you to get good. Whatever that looks like. Maybe it's movement, maybe it's better sleep, maybe it's putting your phone away, maybe it's jumping into the 30 days to healthy living. We would love to partner with you on that. I'm so passionate about how this program can be life changing for people. If you will, if you whoever got you on this or whoever shared this recording with you, text your friend or be looking for a message. They're going to send you over a survey link. I want you to fill it out, and they will sit down with you and help you figure out where you fit when it comes to Arbonne and what your thoughts are on all of that. We're so grateful that you took some time to watch this. And again, if you do this, you watch this and you watched it within, let's say tomorrow by 3 o'clock. So right now it's 1:10 in Oklahoma. So 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on April 28th. If you've watched it by then and you've turned in your survey, then I will draw one of those people to win the box of Fizz there, and I'll be mailing it out to you. Thank you guys so much for hopping on, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.